Absolutely. All right, both runners are ready. I have given them the countdown, and
All hail the mighty orb.
wow. Invulnerability and then a nuke for Joey, who is going to ignore it. Looking for something better than that. Instead, it's not, it's a foot. Another foot. Wow, game. Talk about RNG favoring the favorites here. Billick getting all of the drops. 3 feet in a row for Joey.
That's 4
in a row.
Is he going to beat my 7?
I don't know about that. I think that's the last drop. No, it's not the last drop. No, it's grenades. 127 into collect power. So, man, I'll tell you what, considering all things, Joey's not all that far behind, about 9 seconds back. But you really, if you're in JoeyMittens' shoes, you can't be feeling good about those kind of drops when you're in elimination mode here.
Yeah, it's a quick, for myself at least, it's a quick trip to frustration if you get those types of drops.
Meanwhile, we got some rockets. We've got a razor shield. Rockets now for Billick as well, but still no orb for JoeyMittens.
Yeah, and this is where it's important. You can kind of keep up, but once you step into total carnage, it's a different story without that orb.
Absolutely here. So Billick now that gets a first drop razor shield. This is just absolutely ridiculous here. Now, Joey has a few rockets left to help him start the room, but now he needs to see some drops or he's going to be bleeding time. And there's an orb. He needed to see that.
Yeah, that's the orb.
All right, so it's going to be very, very important for JoeyMittens to keep that orb healthy, because the way this game has been treating him so far in this run, he may not get another one.
Yeah, I mean, you got to treat that orb very precious. Can't let anyone else have it. Can't let anyone else touch it.
Oh, and the purple shirt got to it and then gets clubbed down as well. Yikes. Meanwhile, Billick still has 1 fragment of that razor shield left. Spreader could close out the room for Billick. We'll see about that. And indeed, it will close out the room, but he will have no weapon to take with him into tank trouble. It's a 311.
And for those of you new around here, might not know, as JoeyMittens picks up an orb with rockets, what's the difference between green and purple, guys? Purple dudes are just a little faster.
Well, one of them is Team Packers and one of them is Team Vikings. That's what I think they are. But that's another story. 333. Taco Bell, product placement with Taco Bell.
Woo, fast food, fast delivery. I saw someone said they didn't understand the Taco Bell bit. No one does. We don't even understand it anymore.
I know, but hey, it's all good fun here. But not a great opening drop there for Billick here to start tank trouble, but that's generally how tank trouble goes. You want to get a first drop rocket, it's like, have a first drop foot instead.
Just do it, Nike. At least you can keep your steps going.
Joey had just a little bit of rockets left, so he was able to take down 1 gunner, but didn't have enough to take down the second one. When you have that orb, it is a little bit difficult, but here's a chance with the rockets here. Should be able to take down the second gunner, and he does, as Billick does not have the orb. So here's a chance for JoeyMittens to gain some ground on Billick.
Yeah, Billick taking the death, losing everything that they had, so they're just...
but Joey losing his orb, and Billick gets it. It's almost like the orb transferred hands there.
Yeah, he just tossed it right over the wall in the middle.
It's amazing how that works a lot when we do Smash TV commentary.
Yeah, like the other day, it looked like I think Brysoff walked into the other person's screen. It was hilarious.
4:40 is the time, and I'll tell you what, JoeyMittens did gain some time because he had that orb for a lengthy period of time. It's down to a 14-second lead for Billick and a bad opener with that invulnerability for Billick. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, when you get that, sometimes it's best to either go for the ball buster or at least just focus in on killing those enemies, since you don't have to really dodge their bullets.
Oh, unfortunately, misses wide left on the ball buster there, and he took a lot of time to try to line that up. So Joey could gain a little bit of time here. Lobbers for Billick. No more rockets now, though, for Joey. He needs a drop, and that's an empty drop. No.
Yeah, unfortunate for Billick. He had a spreader land right on him, so he couldn't take a death, and as maneuvering, had lobbers drop right on him after that. But now gets a spreader, perfect position.
Yeah.
Is Mutoid Man going to block it? Nope.
Nope. And here we go. Billick can really widen that lead now on JoeyMittens as he gets a key. RNG underwhelming the underdogs. Another empty drop for JoeyMittens as we have Glitch Toy Man on Billick's side.
Yeah, I like what Billick did. As soon as the shield was about to disappear, he backed off and just grabbed the lobbers. If you're not,
Another one.
oh yeah, if you're not familiar with manuals though, sometimes it's better to stay alive and do damage.
How many empty drops is that in a row for Joey? And now Mutoid's parked on whatever
Sitting
that
on
was, his
it.
grenades.
Oh, he still gets it though, luckily.
And another combo spreader with invulnerability. This one's going to go to Billick.
Yeah, Billick's getting transfer damage now. If he gets these orbs or lobbers, that's it.
It's not going to quite be a PB for Billick, but oh my God, this was a great run.
Boom,
He's going
that's
to
a good
just
one.
miss.
There we go. Like we were saying, this will be a competitive match, folks.
Yeah, PB is 629 for Billick. He's going to finish with a 637. Wow. If he would have had a little bit better arena play, easily a PB, because that was under 2 minutes, that Mutoid Man fight.
Yeah, JoeyMittens getting yet an invulnerability and then a spreader. That's not the way you want to see him.
Yeah, Joey's, I mean, he gained ground. You know, he cut it down to 2 empty drops, but then Joey was getting empty drops left and right, and the game giving Billick the works.
Yeah, the game's definitely, this is definitely what, when we say this game can have punishing RNG, this is what we're talking about.
Absolutely there. Now he gets a spreader, but it's on player 2's side, and then he gets run over immediately. Mutoid Man don't care, that's for sure.
Yeah, once you get within 4 or 5 steps of Mutoid Man, you need to switch from holding the controller to start tapping that direction. That's one habit I personally had to break when doing the spreader glitch, is that I had to stop running myself into Mutoid Man, though with the new discovery of the inside exploit, maybe you want to now.
Final form now for Joey. I don't think these rockets are going to be quite enough. He needs one more drop, and it gets another empty drop. Game, that's enough. The game is over. And of course, he gets a spreader in a perfect player 1 position. The game knows. Let's just face it.
Yeah, this is just it's just a little warm-up match. This is why we give everyone best of 5, because we know this type of stuff happens.
And another empty drop. Game, this is disgusting. And look at that, a few shots left again. How many times have we seen that tonight, 40 Watt?
I think that is the 3rd or 4th time now.
It is the third indeed, because there were 2 for Luka Jim and now JoeyMittens. I mean, you look at the time difference, it's 1 minute and 52 seconds. It's just that JoeyMittens got hosed completely by Mutoid Man there, because he was right there going into the fight, and the RNG just absolutely screwed over JoeyMittens in game number 1.
Absolutely. Major respect for Joey, keeping the cool head, just keep playing. Myself, once I know the match is done, if I'm getting punished like that, I'm just throwing the forfeit and resetting, moving on.
Oh, by the way, it's the bounty that you announced. Next time we see the prize screen, I've been informed we will be seeing that up there on the list.
All right, we might need to get a picture, like a wanted poster, kind of behind that too, if that's possible.
I'm just going to go over a few things with what happened in that run, and then I'm going to turn them loose for game number 2.
All right, so for those of you joining us, I did announce basically a revenge bounty, a spite bounty, if you will, because Telio knocked both my solo PB and as well as Zexy and I's co-op PB in the same day. So I threw up 50, 25 to take them down a notch, 25 to knock them out of here. It's all in good fun, though. Don't get it twisted. We all love each other, and this is just out of brotherly love and good sportsmanship.
All right, I've turned them loose. Game number 2 is going to be underway very shortly.
All right, roughly a 4 minute or 4 second disparity.
I sure hope it's not a 4-minute disparity. That would be quite a problem. Although I remember during the dark days, we kind of had to deal with that on a couple of matches, but that's another story for another time here, as both of them have their razor shields here, and we'll see how this is going to play out. Oh, Billick took a death.
Oh, it's always rough. It happens to us all. Taking it in, you just got to shake it off and move on.
Wow,
If there's any room.
Low 39 for JoeyMittens. Wow, that's a really good time. He's got about a 5 or so second lead on Billick. mean, it is early, obviously, but that is a good momentum starter there for Joey. Let's see what it is. And he gets a first drop orb. Wow.
Hey, it's apologizing for earlier.
All right, a foot drop for both now. So yeah, Billick, not the best first drop there. And back-to-back feet now.
Just making sure he's staying on them.
All right, spreader. That was a dangerous grab there by Joey. He was almost losing that orb there, but he was able to hold on to it. And this is going to be a pretty solid time. Yep, under 80, 79 into Eat My Shrapnel. You always love to see that. Let's see what happens. Rockets now for Billick.
Oh! He got the bomb on the feet.
Well, I know you don't want to grab that and it's a time penalty, but better than to lose the orb. But Billick already 14 seconds and an orb back.
Yeah, I think JoeyMittens is out to prove something right now. He knows that game did him dirty, so he's about to do that game dirty.
Oh, I know it is. And we have now a spreader. I tell you though, Joey getting a little too close to those foot soldiers there. I mean, if sooner or later he keeps and exactly that's what I was afraid of there, 40 watt.
Yeah, aggression works well in this game, but you got to pair it with patience.
204 into total carnage, but now no orb. Still no orb though for Billick either, and these shrapnels are getting out of control. And that's what happens when you don't have an orb. Is if you don't get any weapons but you have the orb, you can at least manage that room. And look at this though, Billick getting a late orb here in Eat My Shrapnel, and we're gonna see that lead start to shrink. It's a 22-second lead for JoeyMittens, but as long as Billick keeps that orb and Joey does not see one, we could see a flip-flop in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, he did have an orb earlier, but he lost it. But now Billick getting the rockets with the orb control in the center. Almost getting it taken, though. Yeah, more rockets.
Yep, and Joey, more rockets, though. Oh, yeah, that's where, again, the patience needed to come in there for Joey, and Billick gonna gain more ground. There could be a flip-flop in lead, I'm telling you.
Yeah, just knowing when to go for drops, watching your orb where it is in rotation, where it will be. You got to keep those things in mind when moving around.
And the power of the orb, it's a 317 into the bonus room for JoeyMittens. But the power of the orb, remember, I said it was like a 22-second lead. That lead has been cut to 10 seconds as it's time for Taco Bell product placement with Taco Bell.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
So Joey still has the lead, but Billick has cut a good chunk of that thanks to picking up that orb and Joey losing his. But look at this first drop. You'll love to see that. Oh my goodness gracious. You got to be careful of that movement there, Joey. But he's able to take down both gunners. Though. Yeah, that's 2 in a row. You always love to see rockets here. Do I hear 3? Nope, but spreaders are all right.
Yeah, if you can't have rockets, that's what I would have otherwise.
All right, Joey continuing to get some good weapon drops. There's an invulnerability. That should at least help him, give him a little bit of a breather for a moment. More rockets. That's 3 now for Joey here in this room, as Billick's now going to have to resort 4 rockets. He gets clubbed down, but he will be able to get them.
Rockets for Billick now taking the corner now back to the center. So, man, there's some damage being done on that side.
Absolutely. There's no telling who's going to have the lead going out of this room. It is still going to be JoeyMittens.
I wonder by how much, though.
Well, we'll find out. It's a 439 for JoeyMittens. Not much. He's cut more of that lead as Billick to 444. About 5.5 seconds is the lead now for JoeyMittens. So he cut it in half again. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. You can, if you get a first drop lobber, you got to take out the swirl first. Joey got away with it.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, the lobber kind of is a 3-dimensional weapon. It does arc up and then come down, so you can shoot over things, and the swirl only has 4 dots in the middle that actually will kill it. So it's pretty precise to hit it.
Billick gets flexed, so no ball buster for him. However, he has taken the lead. He's the first to pop an arm.
Yep, a partial form ahead. JoeyMittens plowing rockets as Billick is plowing in the lobbers in the sweet spot now. Re-upping them right there. Perfect timing.
There goes the second arm for Billick. So he's got about a form lead at the moment. Joey going to get some lobbers. Billick has some lobbers, aim for that sweet spot as we were talking about, in between the two brown zones. But look at yeah, he's too far away. Could not take the intentional def. He's looking for an invulnerability, but instead it's going to be grenades. Second arm pops off for Joey. It's a little more than a form lead, though, for Billick. Spread again, too far away.
It's not even distance, it's just hesitation. If he would see it and go anything before that far triangle, you can get it for sure.
It's a full form lead right now for Billick. An empty drop, though.
But I like the fact that he recognizes he hesitated.
All right, so there's rockets. Now a key. Joey needs to see a spreader soon. There, he's gained a little ground. It's still anybody's game. Lobber now for both. Final form for Billick. If Joey could see a spreader here, he could steal this.
Yeah, it's still possible, but Billick is really hammering the lobbers in, missing a few now that I say that.
Yeah, final form now for Joey as well, but advantage Billick. This may be enough. If not, the grenade should be. Yep. DPS could do it. There it is.
There you go.
So Billick takes game number 2. And Joey got closer this time around, but again, better Mutoid Man fight for Billick, better quality of weapons.
Yeah, I think if Joey could hone in the playing and some of the aggression from the beginning of this, but just put in a little bit of patience, he'll find himself getting a lot quicker, I should say, not even a little.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely got some skills. I mean, like I said, he had the lead going into Mutoid Man. I mean, it was a shrinking lead, to be sure, but he definitely had an opportunity to knot up this match. But instead, JoeyMittens one game away from being eliminated.
Yep, that is true. This is a reminder. This is our first bottom bracket match, so the loser does not have a safety net here. I personally think Joey's going to take it in, though, and come back. I know Billick, though, trains with pretty much the best of the best, so you can't put that away either. For those of you that don't know, Billick and Brysoff are friends, so that's where he gets his information from, of all people.
All right, so game number 3 is going to be underway. It is do or die time now for JoeyMittens. We'll see if he's able to make it happen, or if Billick's going to clean sweep his way into the second round of the second chance bracket.
I'm hoping we see Joey take 2 more and we get to game 5. That's my hopes.
Yeah, we're looking to get that rubber game of the match. Not quite ready, though.
So for people watching may not know what's going on, Joey's just letting the demo play. If you hit start before the first go or on the first go of the demo, it will always guarantee you a razor shield right above you. Different goes will actually keep your razor shield, just put it in different places.
All right, and here we go. Game number 3 between JoeyMittens and Billick. It's a must-win for JoeyMittens, 1 game at a time. Here we go.
Both starting off with that precious razor shield. Joey covering the right door, moving to the center. Billick dead center, just using the razor shield as a good weapon there, plowing into the bottom and just ignoring it with the gun.
All right, and again, we'll be looking at the times, so we got a little bit of a adjustment here. We've got a 41 for JoeyMittens and a mid 40 for Billick. I'd say about 3/4 of a second.
Yeah, they both virtually killed the last guy at the same time and approached the door at the same time. So yeah, this is very neck and neck right here.
All right, spreader and a foot, so nothing to write home about for Billick. Joey getting the spreader there. Grenades, not a great drop, but it rockets though for Joey. Wants to ride the rest of that spreader first. Not a bad idea at this point. Grenades now for Joey, a foot for Billick, and Billick just getting nothing here in collect power-ups.
Yeah, and collect power-ups, especially if you have rockets, I'd say jump on them immediately. That way you can just get on to possibly getting that orb.
Right, get through as many drops as you possibly can. 125, but no orb for Joey. Billick still here in collect power-ups. Doesn't look like he's going to get an orb either, and one of them explodes. Going to have to get rid of this last Mr. Shrapnel. He finds himself 9 seconds back. Both players without an orb.
Yeah, and I mean, you want to see that orb, but I'm a fan of when you see equal RNG. So hey, if they both don't have an orb, that's cool with me.
Agreed. Oh, but Billick takes a death, so that's going to be a time penalty there. But Joey's got a problem. These shrapnels are getting out of control, and he almost gets clubbed down by the purple shirt there.
Yeah, breaking the rule, don't leave the center. Now you pulled a little mine there, but he did get an orb, so I'm gonna assume he knew what he was doing, and that's all RNG in it.
I was just about to say the same thing. You took the words right out of my mouth there, 40 watt. Yeah, or it's a 218. Billick has gained the lead though, but he does not have the orb, so that could come into play. But Joey has to keep that orb healthy. He's going to have to keep this room under control, because the way Billick has been playing Total Carnage tonight, if JoeyMittens loses the orb, I would imagine that Billick's going to have the lead going into the bonus room.
Yeah, but Joey's shooting really tight. I like what I'm seeing over here. He's doing the tiny, tight little wiggles, keeping the orb in the shooting lane dead center, pretty much controlling everybody. This is how you play this room.
It most certainly is. There's a smart bomb for Joey, going to ignore it.
I think that's smart with how he's shooting. He's doing more damage than that thing will.
Oh, that green shirt got dangerously close to that orb as Joey's able to get that razor shield. Still no orb replacement, though, for Billick.
Joey with rockets now in the center. He has the sweet spot. Billick getting clubbed down. He's doing dirty dancing. And
that
Joey
was a really good Total Carnage there. 317 for Joey. That's his best played room of the day right there.
Yeah, he was playing that like a pro. He was making pretty much every right choice.
Yeah, and he's going to have a nice sizable lead here with the orb as Billick sees the swirl of shame, gets a late razor shield, and yeah, this is looking like it's going to be 20 plus seconds. Yes, indeed.
Mark it up on the stat sheet, please.
It's a 340 into the bonus room and no time for product placement. We got rockets for Joey.
Woo, the rich getting richer.
And this could be the comeback that Joey needs here. Let's see how he handles the rest of the room now that the gunners are detached. Oh, watch out for that tank.
He's playing it really. Oh, there it goes, right when I was going to compliment it.
Right as you were about to say it, yep, he loses that orb. So an opportunity maybe for Billick if he can find an orb and good weapons. Because now the weapons, this is TT. Well, as I was just saying that, he gets rockets.
Yeah, I mean, he's had and more rockets now.
I guess the game wanted to shut me up there.
But as that happens, a foot, he's going to ride this out, though, not even go for it. That's smart in my eyes.
Great idea. Great idea. Yep, just keep the DPS coming. Gets shot by the tank, but he'll be able to use the invulnerability to clear a lot of this mess.
Billick,
and he's going to keep the lead.
Down. Oh, yeah. He's going to be leaving here, what, at a 43, 42?
43. Yep. So definitely has the lead. We'll see what kind of lead it is going to be if Billick gained any ground.
All right, the normal swirl taking a death to it, though, unfortunately, but that's not a big deal during Mutoid, man.
Now he is going to get those rockets, and looks like it was about an even. I actually think JoeyMittens gained a little bit more time. It's a 5:07 for Billick. It's a 24-second deficit, but the way Mutoid Man has gone so far in this match, Billick can come back from this.
Yeah, I'm not going to put it past Mutoid Man to just give you nothing but keys and shields and then sit on your next good drop.
And there's the first arm popped off and invulnerability. This will give Joey a little bit of a breather here, try to focus those shots, but Mutoid Man just going away from him.
I'd like to point out there, first drop grenades, late swirl.
You never like to see that.
That's the new thing that people have recognized this year, too.
Yeah, late swirls are no bueno. There's a second arm popped off as Billick gets rockets here. Look at the bank shots that Joey's getting on the last of that lobber there. First arm pops off for Billick. Lobbers for both players. But Joey not going to grab him right away. I might have grabbed him right away and maybe force a spreader to come up on the left side of the door there. But it is still a JoeyMittens lead by more than a form.
Yeah, I'm always a big fan of just take whichever weapon's stronger. Don't worry about clearing it out. If it's stronger, just get it.
And good grab there. Good patience there from Joey to grab those grenades here. He's on the penultimate form. Here's a spreader opportunity, though, for Billick.
Yeah, and this could put him close. You could do two forms if done right.
And he's done just that. We are even up. We are evened up here in this. And remember, there's a 3-second difference between timers here. Final form now for Joey, but an empty drop for Billick. This could give Joey an opening here to take game number 3. I don't think these rockets are going to be enough. He needs one more drop. Where is it? It's
right
rockets.
There. More
this
rockets.
Should be enough. But he gets sacked. Lobbers for Billick. He needs another drop. This could do it.
This has to do it.
It does. And JoeyMittens has forced a game number 4. Great job there. Great run.
Yeah, that was beautiful playing and total carnage by Joey. That was extraordinary. I give much love to how he played that level or that room or whatever.
And as Brysolf would say, one game at a time, survive and advance. And that's exactly what Joey did. I think what carried him in this game, though, was that really, really good total carnage. He built a nice lead on Billick. Never looked back after that.
Yeah, absolutely. If it wasn't for that, I mean, it'd probably be a lot tighter than we see right now.
Yeah, but it ends up being Billick gained a full second. That's all he gained on JoeyMittens in that Mutoid. So they were practically an even Mutoid man fight, pretty much an even tank trouble. Yeah, JoeyMittens won that match on total carnage.
And like I say, I knew he would come back. I could tell the way he was playing, taking that loss with that bad RNG from Mutoid Man. I knew he could shake it off. I mean, I know that was probably 2 matches ago, but still. I think he's gonna force another one. I think we're going to game 5.
Oh, that would be fun. JoeyMittens and Billick. I mean, this time the game did not give Billick he got that one spreader. He needed another one though in order to steal that one from Joey. Joey got solid drops, played very well, didn't have many careless deaths in that fight. And yeah, he definitely deserved game number 3 right there. We got ourselves a barn burner here. This is not over yet.
Not at all. And as GG Speedruns has put up the prediction, is this going game 5? Not who's winning, not who's going to take it. Just, are we going game 5? I think we are. Getting them counted in, cards giving them the numbers. So we should see them popping up shortly.
I think if JoeyMittens can play the arena like he did in game number 3 here in game number 4, I think we are going to see a 5th.
I mean, we could possibly see a reverse sweep here.
Yeah,
but we don't need to count our eggs yet.
Yeah, they don't grow on trees either, but who knows what's going to happen. Here we go. Game number 4 between JoeyMittens and Billick. Both of them have their Razor Shield. And again, we still got about a 3-second disparity on their timers there, so keep that in mind.
All right, neither getting grenades on the feet or a smart bomb on the feet, which are the only 2 things you don't want to happen in here.
Boy, a mid-39 for Joey. That was a good opening room there, and he is going to take the lead. It'll be a mid-42, so 3 seconds for Joey going into collect power-ups. Let's see what his first drop's going to be. Hey, rockets.
Yeah, you can't be mad about that. That's if you don't get your orb, that's what you want right there. Some people prefer it.
But look at this. Billick gets the opening orb here in game number 4. That's what he needed.
Yeah, I prefer orb first. You start doing pea shooter damage ×2. If you get the rockets, cool.
Spreader now for Joey. But Billick with that all-important orb here. Joey needs to see one soon. It is going to be a JoeyMittens lead just based on the quality of drops that he got. It's a 124. But Billick, when we get into especially Total Carnage, he's going to take that lead. It's now a 4-second lead. And Joey, luckily, he had that invulnerability. Well, that's a great drop if you don't have an orb to take down that swirl there, 40 watt.
Absolutely. Now, it's important for Billick just to stay calm during this one, control the center. Don't lose this orb.
But here we go. Joey got the holy trinity of drops, got the rocket, got the Razor Shield, then got the orb.
Yep, this is one of those situations where you don't even have to have your hand on the D-pad anymore. And more rockets.
Yeah, this is just what the doctor ordered here, 40 watt. So he's going to keep that lead at 206 and a full clip of rockets into Total Carnage. Let's see if Joey can play that same Total and he gets an opening Razor Shield, 211. It's now a 5-second lead for Joey, and that lead could widen.
I think the game has some channel points writing on game 5 now.
It must, right? You know, I'm always saying the game knows. Maybe it does.
All right, Billick controlling that center nicely, too. So, I mean, doesn't have that Razor Shield, but maybe doesn't need it.
You don't need it as long as you, well, all you had to do is talk about it, and the situation presents itself for Billick as Joey's continuing to have a little bit of that razor shield left. That's a long way to go for that Rockets if Joey decides to go for it. He may ignore it, and he's going to
that's
ignore
the
it.
troll drop. It puts it right on top of the mine, and if you don't do it perfectly, especially with that razor shield, you're down.
Yeah, good idea there. And now a new good time nuke there for JoeyMittens because he was getting a little bit bombarded there. And that was another great play, total carnage there for Joey. 2 in a row, 308 into the bonus room. He still has the lead.
Yep, Billick, though, getting Rockets
He
cleaning
did
it up
cut
now,
2
311.
seconds. He did cut 2 seconds. And more importantly, he's got Rockets. Oh, Taco Bell, product placement with Taco Bell.
Bring back the Mexican pizza.
Bring back the nacho fries again. Those were really good. Well, here we go. Joey needs a good opening drop here because Billick should be able to take down both the gunners. Razor Shield's fine. That'll do.
I like a razor shield. It lets you ignore everything other than the bullets and the mines.
And Billick, wasn't able to take down both gunners.
Woo!
Didn't get efficient firing with the half of the clip of that rocket. So
Billick over there, like Neo in the Matrix, man.
Oh, I know, right? You'll love to see that. But Joey does take care of both of the gunners, and he still has the orb intact here. Nice dancing here. Keep control of the middle, but watch out for that shrapnel. Watch out for those bullets. And he does get picked off by one of the foot soldiers.
So when you got that orb, as Billick is demonstrating, if you get overwhelmed, hug a corner, man. It's still faster than dying and losing that orb.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lead change. Well, hold the phone. That was still a good move there, even losing the orb of 425, and we've lost the timer on Billick's side, unfortunately. He must have bumped the button.
Yeah, he also lost the orb when that happened, too. So, now he's going to be popping out at whoever knows when.
Well, we'll just have to find out at the end. I mean, if this is close, we might have to count this up. Opening spreader, but he can't use it because he had invulnerability. What a terrible break there for Joey.
Yep, but I like that he recognized that and just went ahead.
Good manuals there with what he was able to do with the last of that spreader before switching up to lobbers. I'm liking this play here by Joey.
Yeah, Joey's making the right moves. Billick, though, getting an invulnerability or a spreader.
But so is Joey if he could get to it, and he's getting out of the way for him.
Man, Mutoid Man just doing him a lady right there.
You love to see it. Is he able to get another form off of him, but another spreader. But Billick, this time, not enough time to get to it, so he's going to have to go for manuals here as the rib cage pops open for Joey.
All right, Rockets on Joey's side. Billick plowing in the lobbers here. Mutoid Man just sitting on the next drop. More Rockets up for Joey.
Nothing wrong with that, as long as he keeps getting weapons and Billick does not get that spreader. There's a spreader, but again, too late to try to go for the intentional. If he can get an invulnerability right here. Oh!
Yeah, just went a little too close, but, Oh, Billick now with the prime.
It was an empty
spreader.
drop, though. It was an empty drop. Okay, it's a lobber. Yeah, spreader now for Billick. This is his chance. And we're tied.
Oh, yeah, and I think we're going to the next form right here. Oh, nope.
It is still a JoeyMittens lead here.
Oh,
he can
PB, for Billick.
But final form for both. Oh, this is going to be close. We might have to go to the replay on this one. Remember that Billick reset his timer. Joey on the final form, but he's missing shots on those lobbers. And oh my goodness! I think Billick won.
I'm pretty sure Billick won. Whoever had the greater lead on the clock initially is the winner.
Wow. The snipe job right there. Now, JoeyMittens, though, he just got a PB by 18 seconds.
Oh! Oh, man.
And he's going to end up losing.
All right, I may have to go to the tapes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to the tape because Billick is admitting that he reset his timer. We are gonna have to go back on this one. This is gonna require a replay. I do think though that Billick won because I believe, but we are going to the booth. We are going to the booth on this one.
I forgot what the lead was at the beginning, and since they were so close,
I know it was a 3-second head start, and yet Joey had a sizable lead going into the Mutoid Man fight, but Billick getting spreader after spreader after spreader, and Joey really didn't do anything wrong in that fight.
No, not at all. Nothing wrong.
I do need to check a couple of things first.
I'm getting word from moderator CHX that he's pretty sure Billick has a 632.
Yeah, and if that's the case, then yeah, he ends up winning by 5 seconds. But again, we are double checking that. And now I don't know here. Yeah, we are checking just because of the fact that
looking at a paused frame when both clocks were up, Billick was at a 334 and JoeyMittens was a 337. Pretty much identical down to the 100th of a second. So we're only looking at 3 seconds difference between their clocks. So
yeah, so you're looking at probably about a 4 to 5 second win for Billick at the end there.
Do we need to go to frame counting, do you think?
I don't think so, but I do need to ask a question from our official regarding what we just saw there. Because, yeah, Billick has definitely won the race.
All right, so I'm seeing CHX saying a 438 entry and a 632 for Billick. I'm going to take his word at that.
Absolutely. Now, all right, so there is some good news and there is some bad news regarding this particular game that we just saw. The bad news first is, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to JoeyMittens, as that does eliminate him from the match. However, he is not going away empty-handed because he's won 2 awards. In fact, both runners win an award because this is the first game we've had in the match that has gone under the booth for review. JoeyMittens and Billick both get a $5 award. But JoeyMittens gets another $5 for being the second to PB in the tournament. So JoeyMittens wins 2 secret awards. He gets $10. Billick picks up $5 in his own right. So congratulations to both runners.
Absolutely. They didn't even know they were in a money round.
Yeah, absolutely. This was a great match. This definitely is a contender for, match of the tournament. Again, I know we're early on in our 6th annual Super Smash TV tournament, but man, to have this one go under review at the very end. But Billick, great comeback at the end to snipe it away from JoeyMittens. I mean, he gets an 18-second PB and he loses. How do you like them apples?
That's what I like to see. Hey, you go home a winner no matter what in that situation,